What's happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. Today's a fun unboxing because it's themed. Everything I have in here is from, couldn't guess by the packaging, Spro. This is some new stuff that I picked up, some stuff that I've had for a while, and some stuff I think I had one and kind of showed you. But we got frogs, we got plastics, cranks, a little bit of everything, and it's all Spro related. So if you hate Spro, click away from this. If you love Spro, let's do some unboxing. Number one, we gotta start out with the frog. This is kind of interesting. Now, you know, Teckle has a whole bunch of these different types of frogs out there. This is kind of Spro's fun version, the Spro Bronzeye Blade 65. Now this is interesting because of, you know, instead of like the tails that you have back there, it's got a couple little Colorado blades. Now I know people are probably thinking this is ridiculous, this is stupid. Okay, listen, hear me out. I have for a long time, ever since watching Jacob Wheeler a long time ago with a white frog specifically, cut off the feet and used literally just the body. So I've used it kind of as like a little popper or a walking bait without any legs on it in back to make it a real small compact profile. Now, where I think this could actually be kind of cool is if you're trying to mimic bait fish, trying to make a little bit of clanging, you know, on the edge of some grass. It's got a real good, small, tight profile to it, so you don't have the big legs back here. You've got a little bit of flash, a little bit of noise. So, you know, if they're looking up at this, they're seeing flash and stuff back here. And it's right by the hook. So that's what they're going to be focusing on. Now, is this all frog fur? Is this silly having a couple legs back here, you know, that are on swivels? I don't know. Maybe. But I like frog fishing. I'll try a little bit of everything. You know, I thought the exact same thing about the Teckle Sprinkler frog. Looks stupid, looked like a gimmick, and I used the heck out of that one. So we'll see how this does. Of course, this is the freak color, one of my absolute favorite colors. Then I also got this black and yellow that they call Hornet. I mean, it's hawk colors. I had to get it. I was only going to get one. The white one was all out when I ordered. I don't know if they still have those now. They had, I don't know, maybe 8 colors or so when I looked. But I got these two, no white ones. So I don't know. What do you think? Is it silly? Is it stupid? Or could it give a little bit of extra flash and maybe catch some fish? Okay, with it being Spro, of course we've got some more frogs. Spro really does make some of my absolute favorite frogs out there. And these are kind of cool. Now, I don't think that these are any different than a regular frog. You look at the bottom, it's all black. You look at the bottom, it's all white. But these are America, the American flag, 15th anniversary frogs. And I thought, you know what? I love frogging so much, I thought these would be a fun giveaway. So, these will be going in the giveaway. When I do unboxings, I try to get a little extra to do some giveaways. Some stuff to try, some stuff to share with all of you, and I thought this would be perfect. A black belly frog and a white belly frog, the two colors that I use most. An all black and an all white will cover almost everything. They're American themed. I thought that was kind of neat. 5/8 ounce, 65 millimeters. Perfect kind of do everything frog. I love the little Bronzeyes, this size. So, those are going in the giveaway, so if you stay till the end, you'll find out how. Okay, you might have noticed this sticking out. So Spro came out with some of these bags. These little bait bags are pretty darn handy, and I think these I ordered from Spro directly a long time ago, and they threw in a couple stickers. Those have to be like the freaking coolest stickers on the market. Love frog fishing. If you don't love frog fishing, I gotta ask what's wrong with you. But it's a bag. It's got like a waterproof zip top there that you can see, so when you close it, it doesn't let any water in. It's reinforced with like this nylon kind of string looking stuff. So I thought maybe throwing some of my spinner baits in here, throwing, you know, some like single hook deals, because it's hard to store those kind of things, like the bigger spinner baits and stuff, in a box. Like a lot of times they just don't fit. So I figured trying this like when I go out for like a little day trip or something, or throwing like one of these in the John boat. I don't know. We'll see how it does. It's got like a little deal here where you could label it, but I just thought it was nice. Some of the bags out there are kind of wimpy. I don't really like them. This one may be reinforced a little bit. Maybe it will hold up just a little bit more. I grabbed a couple of the Topwaters, the Spro Essential, the popper, the E-Pop 80. Poppers are something I used to throw a ton of, like, you know, the regular, you know, Rebel Pop R. I used to throw the heck out of that thing. In the last few years, I've kind of gotten away from them. So grabbed a couple of these because I really like the size and the color. You know, when I'm throwing a popper on a Baitcaster, I don't want one of the little, you know, little tiny 2-inch ones. I want something with a little bit of size, and I think these, the way these are shaped, should walk pretty well too. Now, it does have a knocker, kind of a solid knocker like your spook. Does have the Spro there deal on the bottom, but otherwise it's all chrome. You know, for kind of a sunny day, I thought this would be awesome. The hooks, and I just felt those are super duper sticky sharp. Does have the feathered treble on back, so good components. It does have the split ring up there that you can tie onto. But you know, kind of your regular looking popper, but one that you can walk. Almost reminds you of like the, what is it, the chug bug? You know, kind of that longer popper mouth looking thing. I like that. And then also got one in the black skeleton. I used to throw black topwater a lot. Like I said, I've kind of gotten away from poppers and stuff, but we're gonna try these two. I think these two should cover most of the bases. I probably should have got a white one as well, but when I ordered, I just got those. So I think those should do some work. Going back to the frogs, like I said, no surprise. I love Spro frogs. Now these especially caught my attention. Now when you look at these, you know, what's different about this from the regular frog? Well, instead of having the, you know, the skirt material back here, it's got a couple legs that are ploppy feet. I grabbed a couple colors. This is the Flappin' Frog 65. So these came out, I believe, last year, and you'll notice they have this super stretchy material. So it's not like, you know, like a regular plastisol soft plastic. It's more like that Elastec type stuff. So if a fish bites this, it's not just gonna rip off. Now, I believe I heard from some people that, you know, there was some issues with the weight or something coming out of these. So old Randall will be happy to hear that I believe some people said use Mend It on this because the body is so soft and stretchy, that weight tends to fall out. So if you had like liquid Band-Aid or Mend It, something like that, I'm going to put over that. Hopefully that holds it on. But I love, you know, the thought of this. It's got the two ploppy feet. But it's not like a soft plastic frog, you know, like a horny toad, something like that. You know, it's this super durable material. And it's in your regular frog shape. So cast it, plop it. I don't know if these float or not. It says floating thermoplastic body, so I sure hope so. When you stop this, it'll be able to float there. Hooks are always super duper sharp on the Spro stuff. I mean, they look good as heck. This is the green pumpkin. I like this color as a do-it-all. When you hold it up to the light, it's like just barely translucent. But I mean, that looks so natural as a regular frog. And yes, I did get 2 of those green pumpkins because one of these will be going to one of you fishing friends. Then I also grabbed an all black, you know, completely opaque, cloudy days where I just want that to make a silhouette. I'm going to throw that. And then I grabbed a yellow sparkle. I was hoping maybe this could mimic some baby bluegill, completely see-through. It's like a watermelon-y, kind of yellowish with a black, like, flake seed in it. I don't know. I thought for cleaner water, something a little bit different. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the soft plastics. These came out last year. So this is Spro's Dura Tuff. Now, not all of these are Dura Tuff. When I ordered last year, I thought they all were. Then I kind of put this unboxing off because I had ordered a couple more. They didn't come. Anyway, it's supposed to have this amino bite scent to it that's supposed to be really good. There's a ton of scent stuff out there. I don't know who's the best, but it's got this and then this Dura Tuff stuff. So I actually got these. I thought these would be cool for a spinnerbait. Heck, you could even throw these on a chatterbait because there's no action to them. It reminds me of the old Zoom fork things that you used to get like with the spinnerbaits. And I think they used to do that in the original chatterbaits. They had like the 2 little kicky leg things. I forget who made them. But this, again, is the Dura Tuff material. So it's like an Elastec type stuff. I wouldn't mix this with any other plastics. Usually they don't play well. But kind of a cool, just, you know, dual fork plastic, no movement to it. Throw this on the back of a spinnerbait. You know, throw it on a chatterbait. It's just got like the little chunk type head here where you can put it on. So I don't know. I thought they were cool. A little bit of a smell from that amino stuff, but I don't know. I thought those looked neat. Speaking of trailers, I also grabbed what they call their wave-tail grub. Grubs are something that used to catch so many fish. I mean, you catch anything on them, you know, little white grub or chartreuse grub. I used to throw those all the time as a kid. So when I saw these, I thought, you know what, let's give these a try. Kind of a cool shape. The body is kind of like a triangle, you can see there. Kind of arrowhead shaped. It's got that curly wobbly tail. It's not flat. It's got like little ridges in it. And then the body has ridges too. Now these are not the tough plastic stuff. These are more, no, they don't say what plastic, but ultimate floating action. This is the green pumpkin purple. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of green pumpkin with those purple flakes in there. It's got some like black or brown flake in it too. Cool color. And again, I thought chatterbait, spinnerbaits, anything with just like very minimal movement like this. If you want more of a finesse presentation on those things, this is the way to go with grub. People have forgotten about grubs. Now that was in the 4.25 inch. I did get 2 different sizes of these. I also got the bluegill. This too is in the 4.25 inch. So you can see it's kind of that darker bluegill. The body's kind of like a smoky translucent, but it's got a bunch of blue, gold, black flake through it. I think these should do pretty darn good. Kind of a cool profile too. We'll see. Then I also picked up some of the 3-inch, and I did notice here there is quite a difference in the amount you get. 9 in the 3-inch, and in the 4.25 inch you only get 5. There's a size comparison so you can see one is definitely a bigger, bulkier profile. This is definitely a smaller, you know, less plastic, less meat, however you want to say it. But, you know, obviously a size difference there. You know, this is more of your finesse size. Heck, you could even throw this on just like a little ball head and swim it around like a grub. That still catches fish, you know, especially if you're in a place that has, you know, white bass, crappie. You throw something like this on, you can catch all kinds of fish, you know, if you're not just targeting bass. Cool little thing. The grubs are, I feel like, definitely a forgotten lure. And then last, another staple, I grabbed some regular old green pumpkin. And when I was looking at these online, I do remember these kind of reminded me of the old auger tails from Mann's. If anybody ever threw those, the Mann's auger tail was truly my favorite type of like grub, you know, besides just like the regular, you know, round tail grub. They had a different look to them, a little bit longer tail. So it had kind of this corkscrew kind of look to it in back. I don't know. I felt more confident in them. I felt like they caught more fish. Who knows? You know, maybe it was just a confidence thing. But I thought these kind of gave off that same vibe. You know, not just your regular little small tail, a little bit longer. You can see it's got like this kind of weird fluttery ribbon look to it. So we'll give those a toss here soon. Okay, next, another plastic. Again, kind of an interesting, unique plastic. This is the Pintail minnow, 3.75 inches. You get 7 in here, and I thought of multiple uses for this. You know, first, it kind of screams drop shot, right? So it's, again, got those two little, I guess, leg appendage deals off here. It's not the super tough plastic stuff. It's kind of like your regular plastic Ozark craw. But I also thought, you know what, if you wanted like a really finesse chatterbait trailer, usually I'll go with like a fluke, something that has no action back there, just the tail. I thought these might look pretty cool on that as well. Heck, you could put these on like a EWG weedless little Ned rig deal. You could even go like finesse Nico, I suppose, if you wanted to. But, you know, a number of different uses. And that's interesting. I just noticed they have like a hole in it back here too. Don't know what that's for. But yeah, kind of a cool little bait. We'll see what these do on a drop shot. Like I said, I want to throw the drop shot more this year. I just need to dedicate time to it. In the 2.75 inch, you get 8 of these in here. I grabbed a couple of these smaller ones in natural color. This is clear gill. And I was really thinking for those times where, you know, the fish are feeding on little bluegill and stuff, you know, maybe in ponds where the forage isn't too big. Slippery. I thought maybe one of these would do pretty well. Very natural. Almost looks like one of those dead little bluegill you see floating. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of a clear water deal. Hopefully we can get a few bites on that. But I like the little tails back there. Should have a ton of action on a drop shot. Then also on that little size, I also grabbed a color they call cellmate. So this is more of an opaque. I figured to try to mimic like a minnow more, you know, that white kind of cloudy color. Very natural again though, but I like it. It's got some like bluish, black, different flake in it. Hopefully put off some light in the sun, but little drop shot stuff. Okay, couple other plastics here. This is the pocket tail minnow, 3.75 inches. You get how many? 5 in here. It says it's got an ultimate swimming action. Just a little bit different type of paddle tail. Not as big of a tail. And I was really wondering how these would do on like a chatterbait. The body is kind of bulky, but as you go back to the tail, it kind of thins out. You can see it's got these ribs on it. And then, like I said, that tail that I don't think is going to have a ton of crazy action. So that was my first thought. But again, you know, slow rolling one of these in a pond on just a regular jig head, swim bait head, I guarantee would catch some fish. Number of different ways to rig these, but I don't know. What do you all think? Kind of a unique body. Like I said, that triangle shaped head. It's not the big, fat, round body. I don't know. I grabbed a color they call pink gold belly. So it's like this orangish pink color. And then the belly, as you can see, there has a whole bunch of gold glitter in it. I thought just a weird, unique color. I have never really seen that color. So I thought maybe in some clearer water, maybe it'll look different enough to entice some fish. I don't know. I got some watermelon chartreuse, so like your pumpkin on top, watermelon on bottom. It's got some blue flake in it. It reminds me of like the Hot Snakes color in Z-Man. Pretty close to that. The black flake on top, kind of that bluish, purple, electric kind of glitter in there that you can see, like that one. And then to mimic some shad, yes, it is called dark shad. So you can see on top it's got that like black with the silver flake in it. The belly is all silver on it. You know, a good dark shad imitation. The shad around here will have like a real dark back on my local lake. So we'll see how those will do. All right, and last but not least, I've got the Sakura, I think they call it. 3.5 inch Sakura. Ultimate floating action. Again, it's that Dura Tuff plastic. Now, when I ordered all these, this color is called Purple Death. You all know I'm a fan of purple colors. This has got like a darker maroon on top than like a lighter kind of purple on bottom. I guess kind of hard to describe. Maybe it's got like a green pumpkin mixed in it there. But red and black, like flake in there. I guess maybe just red flake, no black. But interesting, you can see there, good size to it. That tail, I guarantee, is going to have a ton of action, but very finesse. Again, you could nose hook this and run it on a drop shot. Kind of a couple different things you could do with it. Pretty small. It's a little bit smaller, like skinnier than I thought. So I also grabbed a watermelon red. I like this because it's just a little bit darker watermelon. I don't like the real see-through like green kind of watermelon. I like the little bit darker color. And green pumpkin spice. So again, this looked a little bit different from the picture, but it's got kind of like the light green pumpkinish with gold flake, and then on the bottom is, I want to say, like a dark brownish kind of green pumpkin. So a very natural color. I think it'll do well, but again, I mean, you can see there compared to my finger, it's a pretty small bait. Very stretchy. I don't know. I definitely thought it was going to be thicker, a little bit more robust. Okay, and last up here, I grabbed some of their crankbaits. So this is the Hunter 65. These are supposed to have a pretty erratic hunting action. So, you know, more of a wide wobble kicking when it hits stuff. They're supposed to deflect really well and only dives 3 to 5 feet. So this is more of a bank crank that I had in mind. You know, hitting some of that shallow riprap. This is what? Black and silver. One of my favorite colors to mimic shad. You can see there, very natural look to it. Pretty loud, kind of hard, almost like a one knocker rattle in it. Really good looking size. What is it? The bait itself is like a 2.5 inch body. So pretty girthy, like your 2.5 inch size. You know, if you're trying to find larger bass, heck, I've even had dinks eat these, but you know, instead of going with like a little 1.5 size, jumping up just a little bit, make a little bit bigger profile. I also got the pumpkin seed color. Have to throw that one now. The old spring craw. Nasty shad, almost like, what is it? I know it or you know it, whatever in the river to sea. I absolutely love that color. Ooh, citrus shad. This is all sorts of blinged out. I like how it has the reflective scales on it there. Look at that. Rayburn red, kind of interesting. You can see how they covered the front up and they actually put the eyes on back, so it looks like a crawfish swimming away when you bring it through the water. This looks like the head of it kicking backwards. Kind of cool. This color is called taco salad. I like taco salad. I would imagine fish do too, so I got taco salad. I do say ol and old in front of a lot. People have pointed that out to me. I don't realize it. I just say ol or old, but this actually is Old Fire Tiger. And that old kind of colorway, your typical fire tiger. So that's everything I picked up in the order. Comment below and let me know what your favorite lure was. That's all you've got to do. I'm going to put some of these together and send some out to you to try. Also throw kind of some of my stuff that I had laying around here because I've got a mess of stuff. I've got to start cleaning some things out. Buying new stuff, got to make room. So that's good for you all because I'm going to hook you up. So hook you up with some frogs, crankbaits, some plastics, some other stuff we've got around here. But thank you all so much for watching. Speaking of watching, Ryan Day, brother, thank you for watching and commenting. I appreciate you. You know, the people that consistently watch my videos, comment. You all keep me going. You know, there's been a number of times where I've wanted to quit YouTube. There's been a few people that have kept me going, and especially when I read the comments like, Debo, you've helped me. Debo, you've shown me so much. You know, I'm just a guy who loves to fish, so I'm always blown away when I get those comments. But Ryan, thank you. Thank you, everybody else who continues to watch and support my channel. It means a ton to me. But I gotta go edit, so thank you all for watching, and until next time...